Picture this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, calculator in hand, staring at house listings that might as well be in a different country. Not because they're far away, but because they're impossibly out of reach. This is the reality for hundreds of thousands of people in Illinois right now. And I need you to understand something. This isn't just about numbers on a screen. This is about your neighbor who can't find a place to live. This is about families sleeping in cars. This is about your own future slipping away. Let me tell you exactly how bad it's gotten. Illinois is missing 142,000 homes right now. Read that again. 142,000 homes that should exist but don't. That's like the entire city of Naperville just vanishing into thin air. But here's where it gets worse. By 2030, that's just 5 years away, Illinois needs to build 227,000 new homes just to keep up with demand. That means construction crews would need to double their current workload. Double. In a state where they're already struggling to build anything. And you know what the craziest part is? The average home price in Illinois has jumped from $193,307 in 2018 to $282,573 in 2025. That's almost $90,000 more in just 6 years. Some of you watching this video weren't even in middle school when this nightmare started. In places like Park Forest, home prices have more than doubled up 102%. North Chicago has seen a 123% increase. These aren't luxury neighborhoods in downtown Chicago. These are working-class communities where regular people used to be able to afford a home. But the system, it's broken, and it's getting worse every single day. Now let me tell you about the people you don't see, the ones the statistics forget. There are 442,902 extremely low-income families in Illinois who are desperately searching for affordable housing. But here's the gut punch: only 149,135 affordable homes are available for them. That means there's a shortage of 293,767 affordable homes. Let me put that in perspective. For every 100 families who need an affordable place to live, only 34 homes exist. In Chicago, it's even worse, only 28 homes per 100 families. Think about that. 3 families fighting over one apartment. 3 sets of dreams, 3 futures, all competing for the same tiny space. And it gets darker. 75%, 3 out of every 4 of Illinois' lowest income families spend more than half their income on housing. Imagine taking your paycheck, cutting it in half and handing it to your landlord before you even buy groceries. Before you pay for medicine, before you put gas in your car. Here's something that'll make your blood boil. 95% of housing vouchers in Illinois are administered by agencies with closed wait lists. That means you can't even apply. You can't even get in line. The door is locked and you're standing outside in the cold. The Emergency Housing Voucher Program, which was designed to help the most vulnerable families, is expected to run out of funding in 2026. That's 1,814 Illinois households who will lose their lifeline. Just gone. And while families are being crushed, the system keeps asking, where should we cut next? Want to know something that should terrify you? In the Chicago metro area, active housing listings dropped from 38,581 homes in 2018 to just 24,181 today. That's a 37% drop. 17 other metro areas in Illinois have lost even more inventory. Homes are vanishing from the market faster than they can be replaced. And it's not just Chicago. Every single one of Illinois' 26 metro areas has lost housing inventory since March 2018. While the national average for recovering pre-pandemic housing listings is 90%, Illinois has only recovered 40%. Let me say that again. The rest of America is recovering twice as fast as Illinois. You know what happens when there aren't enough homes? Bidding wars, families offering everything they have, everything they've saved, just to have a roof over their heads, and then losing anyway to someone with deeper pockets. Or worse, to an investor who'll flip it or rent it back to them at prices they'll never afford. Speaking of investors, they now own 14% of Chicago's housing market, up from 8% in 2010. These aren't people looking for a place to raise their kids. These are entities buying up homes with all-cash offers. turning neighborhoods into investment portfolios. New home construction permits have fallen by 13% over the past 5 years. At a time when Illinois needs to be building more, it's building less. Construction has ground nearly to a halt. The vacancy rate, the percentage of homes that are empty or available, has dropped to historic lows. There's literally nowhere left to go, and every day that passes without action, another family's dream dies. Let's talk money. Real money. Your money. Chicago home prices jumped 6.3% just between May 2024 and May 2025. In the city itself, prices went up 8.6% year over year as of October 2025. Some neighborhoods like Gold Coast saw increases of nearly 30%. Even the more affordable neighborhood of Bridgeport saw an 18.4% spike. Rent isn't any better. In May 2025, rents in Chicago increased 2% in just 1 month, while the national average was only 0.4%. Chicago had the second fastest rent growth among the nation's 100 largest cities. For the entire year, Chicago's rent growth hit 5%, fourth fastest in the nation. To afford a 2-bedroom apartment at fair market rent in Illinois, you need to earn $59,933 per year. That's nearly $60,000 just to have a modest 2-bedroom place. How many jobs in Illinois pay that? Not enough. And while all of this is happening, Illinois cut funding to rental assistance programs by $26 million, a 9% decrease for the 2026 fiscal year starting July 1st, 2025. Area housing groups are facing multi-million-dollar budget shortfalls, unable to help the families who need it most. The federal government isn't helping either. Housing choice voucher funding is falling short. The House allocated only $32.1 billion when $35.65 billion is needed to renew all vouchers. Thousands of families will fall through the cracks. Mortgage rates remain stubbornly high, hovering around 6.75% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. That's more than double the rates from just a few years ago during the pandemic. Higher rates mean higher monthly payments, which means fewer people can afford to buy. Property taxes in Illinois are the highest in the nation. Insurance costs are rising. Everything that makes homeownership possible is getting more expensive. And families are being asked to make an impossible choice: pay for housing or pay for everything else. So why is this happening? Why can't Illinois just build more homes? The answer is suffocating regulation and bureaucratic red tape. Zoning laws across Illinois make it incredibly difficult to build anything. Many communities require tens of thousands of square feet just to build a single-family home. In Hinsdale, the minimum lot size is 30,000 square feet. In Arlington Heights, it's 15,000 to 20,000 square feet. Naperville has estate zones where minimum lots are 40,000 square feet. Compare that to Chicago's Bungalow Belt, where the largest minimum lot size is just 6,250 square feet. Smaller lots mean more affordable homes, but suburban communities refuse to change their rules. Mandatory parking minimums force developers to waste valuable land on parking spaces instead of housing. Chicago recently eliminated these requirements, but most Illinois cities haven't. Permitting processes are painfully slow. Developers face months, sometimes years of delays getting approval to build. Every delay adds costs, and those costs get passed on to buyers. Accessory dwelling units, small independent homes on existing properties, are illegal in most of Illinois. These granny flats could house young professionals, elderly parents, or low-income families. But local governments won't allow them. The American Enterprise Institute estimates that by simply reducing minimum lot sizes, Illinois could unlock 10,000 additional homes per year. 10,000. That's not a small number, that's real relief. But it requires politicians to let go of control. And they won't. Because the system protects itself, not you. Let me bring this back to what really matters: people. Right now, there are families in Illinois who can't afford to live in the neighborhoods where they grew up, where they went to school, where they built their lives. They're being forced out by prices they can't control, by a system that doesn't care. There are young people who've done everything right, graduated college, got a job, saved money, who still can't afford even a starter home. Their parents bought houses at 25. They're 35 and still renting. There are elderly residents living on fixed incomes, watching their rent increase every year while their social security checks stay the same. They're one emergency away from homelessness. There are children growing up in overcrowded apartments, 3 families sharing space meant for one because there's nowhere else to go. And here's the thing that should make you angry. This is solvable. Other states are building housing. Other cities are reforming zoning laws. Other communities are making it easier and cheaper to build homes people can actually afford. Illinois has the workers, it has the land, it has the infrastructure. What it doesn't have is the political will to fix the problem. Governor Pritzker and Mayor Johnson talk about housing as a priority. They announce programs and initiatives. But the numbers don't lie. Illinois needs 227,000 homes in 5 years and is nowhere close to that pace. The clock is ticking. Every day without action, the crisis deepens. Prices climb higher, families struggle more, the dream of home ownership, the foundation of middle-class life, slips further away. So what happens next? That's up to Illinois, that's up to you, because if nothing changes, if the system keeps choking construction, if politicians keep protecting outdated rules, if developers keep getting blocked at every turn, then the Illinois housing market won't just be broken, it'll be dead. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you enjoyed this video.